And welcome to another round of Sports Reviews. Tonight I'm reviewing Inter Miami 3, Toronto FC 1. Toronto FC loses. This is the nail in the coffin to their season. Yeah, they still have 13 more games plus a Canadian Championship game because let's all be honest, we're not getting past York. 14 more games, 13 meaningless ones, one that's sort of meaningful, but we're not getting past York. Still got to talk about them all though, but here we go. Goals were scored as follows. In the 15th minute, Rodolfo Pizarro. Luke Singh slips while Pizarro's on the ball. He cuts back. Gonzalez runs in, lazily tries to take a touch. Nothing happens. Pizarro puts it past Westberg to make it 1-0. 35th minute, Robbie Robinson, a great run off the break. Ball was passed to him. He runs on the break. Amazing from an angle, top Chad, near post, easy as you like for him. He makes it look like he's a 10-year veteran, one of the best in the world. 2-0 from a youngin', a rookie. That's the way it would go into half. Then the 48th minute, Rodolfo Pizarro chips one over Westberg to make it 3-0. And then in the 61st minute, Soteldo off the free kick, puts the ball in the mixer, puts it in the box. Headed in by Kieran Gibbs. That is an own goal, but that gives Toronto a goal back. 3-1, that's the way it would end. Stats are as follows. 13 shots to 6. 6 shots on target to 2. 43% possession to 57% possession. 442 passes to 575 passes. 87% pass accuracy to 88% pass accuracy. 15 fouls to 8. 3 yellows to 1. 0 reds to 0. 1 corner to 2. And 1 offside to 1. This game, I'm mad. I'm mad because here's why. Toronto FC basically said, we know this is the one that would slam the door in our face. Put the last nail in the coffin completely if we lose. And what did they do? They came out flat. They came out flat. They came out sleeping. The defense, horrible. Luke Singh, not great. Omar, same as always. Falling off a cliff, can't move. The midfield, nothing. Pozuelo, Achara, Soteldo, they didn't even try. This game was absolutely horrible. We lost to Miami because we were asleep. We lost to Miami because we were asleep at the wheel. We accepted our fate. And I've already accepted it, but I was hoping maybe they could sort of wake up and be like, we're right against it. We could still break down that door, but we have to break it down. Lord knows you just got it slammed on your arm and it knocked your shoulder out of socket. Horrible. And this is nothing of Javier Perez's fault. This team just stinks. This team is old. It stinks. It needs a rebuild. Ollie Curtis, you need to get kicked on your arse out of this club. You should not even make the flight back to Toronto. Same as Bill Manning. Same as Bill Manning. And I said this during the live stream. The guy to replace Bill Manning as president of TFC should be John Cohen of Mississippi State, the athletic director. Why? Because he makes good hires. His hires are normally hit out of the park. Canizero, due to his own indiscretions, and scandals, that wasn't a good hire. Joe Moorhead, that was his bad hire on the field. Everybody else has been an amazing hire under John Cohen at Mississippi State. He knows how to make the right hires. Mike Leach, Ben Howland, Vic Schaefer. Jury's out on Nikki McCray-Penson, but she's okay. Chris Lemonis, national champion Chris Lemonis. The football program, the soccer program for the women at Mississippi State doing amazing. He knows how to make hires. I think Bill Manning should be fired and they replace him with John Cohen. You ain't getting Garth Lagerwey. You're not. I'd love to get Garth. We're not going to pluck him like Columbus plucked Bez. That's not happening. So you know what you need to do? Get John Cohen. He knows how to make hires. He knows how to hire the right people. So to replace Ollie Curtis, he could easily get a good GM. Looking at the league and knowing things. Good manager. Get a good manager. He could do that too. He knows how to make hires. I would trust John Cohen to run the day-to-day operations of the team. That isn't football. Like as in a football operations, like the director of football, but like the president of the team, like Bill Manning. Like, yeah, make decisions and help sign players, but let the GM lead you. But to hire that GM, I want John Cohen. And you could say, why do you want John Cohen? Well, I just explained it, but trust me when I say that. I know what I'm talking about. That's the bulldog mentality right there that I've been preaching about, that I was preaching about when we tried to make it back. When all that. I'm telling you how to help this team. Because, damn it, the season's over. We need to rebuild. We need to blow this up. Ali needs to go. Bill needs to go. It was never y'all. It was never y'all. Never y'all. Perez, he ain't going to stay after this season. I hate to say it, and that's not his fault. He's been working his ass off. He's trying. I hope he stays assistant coach or coaches TFC 2 after this year. That would be better for him. I would love it. I would love that. I like Javier Perez. He's a good guy. He's good tactically. I have no problem with Javier Perez. None. Zero. And I'm going to explain everything, okay? I'm going to explain what we should do with the players, but I'm explaining what we should do with the front office and manager right now. Who do we get as a manager? We'll see who gets sacked during the Apertura in Mexico, because that's where we should go. Whoever gets sacked in the Apertura or needs a change of scenery, or, Antonio Mohamed, El Turco, Antonio Mohamed, formerly Rayados, Liga MX champion, Club America as well, CONCACAF champion. Give me Antonio Mohamed. Yes, that's perfect. Give me Antonio Mohamed. Give me El Turco. I like that. I like that. El Turco would be perfect. He would easily do well. And I think they would see that. So, give me John Cohen as president of TFC. Give me a general manager who knows his head from his behind and doesn't put his head in a paper bag and can fight his way out of a paper bag, unlike Ali Curtis. I mean, hell, I'm sure that's somewhat easy to find. Maybe just bring back Jimmy Brennan. Could be better this time. Give me Bobby Smirniotis as a GM. Or you could have him as a manager, try to poach him from Forge. I don't think they would want to do that before the Champions League, though, if they make it. If they don't make the Champions League by some horrible failure in the CONCACAF League, then poach him. He's not going to come if they make the Champions League, whether it's general manager or manager. I like Bobby Smirniotis. I do. Or you could sign... There are people out there. No, not Bob de Klerk or Jurgen Klinsmann. I swear to God, don't do that. Swear to God, don't do that. Well, not again for Bob de Klerk, but he was sort of on the pitch, GM too. But point being is, don't do that. Jurgen Klinsmann? No. GM, they're going to have to figure that one out on their own. I'm not so sure who I want as a GM. But I would trust John Cohen to make the right hire if they could pull that off. Seriously, if they could pull that off, I would trust him to make the right hire. And you should too. I've seen him with Mississippi State. He's done good things with State, with his hires of coaches and GMs. Well, coaches, but GMs are the same type of thing, in a way. I would trust him to make hires there. I really would. Seriously, John Cohen of Mississippi State. Trust me, Toronto. Listen to me. MLSE. Somebody get this to them. Listen to me. Get rid of Bill Manning. Do anything you can. He'll make more money here for sure with MLSE's pocketbook. Hire John Cohen. Trust me. All right? Trust me. I know. That's bulldog mentality right there. Hell, he could hire me as the general manager. I think that would be better than Ali Curtis, but whatever. I'd love it. But there you go. I don't know if anybody else would love it, but for the players-wise, Omar needs to go. Restructure the defense. Our defense is absolute horrible. Shambles. Get rid of Alex Bono. Get somebody who could back up Westberg or start over him that isn't Alex Bono. Right? Right. Get a DP striker. You have to get rid of Josie. It's time to get rid of Josie. It's time to cut him. Cut your losses. He's done. Get me Kyle Laren. Kyle Laren for Josie. in Josie's spot. Cut Josie's losses, cut him. Kyle Aaron. Keep Achara as a backup. Keep Akinola as a backup. And hey, you can play Achara at the wing too with Soteldo. You could do that too. Pozuelo, gotta keep him. Osorio, I love Jonathan Osorio. But I think if we're going to rebuild, he can't stay. I want him to be a Red for life, but after listening to Mike from Sons of a Pitch, I have to say, I think Osorio, if you're going to rebuild, I don't think he could stay. I really don't. And I know that sounds bad, but I don't think so. I think it's time to not cut your losses there, but we're not putting him through a rebuild. Even if it's a one-season, off-season rebuild, which I think if they do the right things, it would just be a rebuild over the off-season, and we're back to it next year. But you have to have the right people to do that rebuild. As in like a John Cohen, a good GM, a good manager, El Turco. You need that, honestly, and I don't think Osorio fits in this team if we make a rebuild. I really don't. I agree to a certain extent. I love Jonathan, but I don't think he fits. Ralph Prizo surely could stay. I think if we rebuild, I'd like to see Fraser get another chance and come back. I would like to see Prizo and Fraser be the double pivot. Delgado needs to go. De Leon needs to go. I think that was a white flag when we put him in there. Mullins needs to go. I'd love to see Peruzza get more chances with the team. If we could keep Larea, keep him. He's probably going to Europe for sure. But if we could keep Richie Larea, keep Richie Larea. Kamar Lawrence, I think we put him in a bad situation. I'd like to give him the benefit of the doubt that he could be better next year. Keep Kamar. I have faith in Kamar for him to do something. I'd keep the faith in Kamar. Morrow, it's time to have him be a coach, academy-wise. Bradley, the same. He could be an assistant coach for all I care if he's a good pep talker, but he's a horrible player at this point. He is washed up. He is absolutely washed up. I do not want to see Bradley play next year. That is a fact. Delgado or Bradley, he needs to go. He could be an assistant coach so he could cut good promos and fire up the team. Fine. He should not play. And yeah, I said cut promos. I'm also watching SummerSlam out of the corner of my eye, waiting for Cena and Reigns to fight. Now that TFC's over. Wrestle, I should say. But yeah, I said cut promos. Fight me. With that said, as I said, defensively, you got to get rid of Gonzalez. Mavinga, I'd still have him there. Luke Singh, he should stay, but he's a little bit raw, but he should stay. Zavaleta needs to go. We need to get a good TAM center back to partner Mavinga. Our backups should be Singh. See if you can bring back Nick Hagland on a lower deal, maybe, because he was actually the good one that got traded. It always should have been Zavaleta. I don't know why we traded Hagland. And he's still okay with Cincinnati. He's still, with all things considered, as a backup, he's okay. And then maybe give Julian Dunn a couple of chances. With that said, yeah, I think that's what I do with the team. This team is just so bad. Like, they do not do what they say. They say, oh, we're still in it. We're going to fight till the end. They did not. You did not do what you said. You said that to pacify the fans. You did not do a damn thing that you said. What is shown on the pitch does not match what you said in press conference. It does not. Why you lie? Why are you lying is the question. Look at this. Why are you lying? Why? Why do you have to lie? Why? Don't. I'm tired of it. Don't lie. I'm tired. Tell us what it really is. The team is horrible. There needs to be a lot of changes in the offseason. And it could be a very quick rebuild if you do make those changes. But as I said, there's a lot you have to make. But I already have them figured out. All right? Everybody knows what we need to do, so just do it. That's the point I'm trying to make here. Listen to me. I know exactly what we need to do. Everybody knows exactly what we need to do. Do the damn changes. It's not a freaking, oh, here's a think piece. We got to think about what we need to do. No, I know. Everybody else knows. Do it. Do it. As I have made saying, is what I've just said. Those are the changes I would make. Those are the changes everybody else would make. Except the John Cohen thing. But trust me, I know what I'm talking about. We're not getting Garth Lagerwey. I'm sorry, we're not getting him. I'm trying to help you here. You're not getting Garth Lagerwey. They're not getting Garth Lagerwey. So, trust me. It's time for us to go bold and get John Cohen. Because I know we can make hires. But everything I said is pretty much agreeable. I think everybody could say, yeah, those are good ideas. That's what they should do. If I have it figured out, if the talking head, who is 21 years old, it will be 22 in January, has this stuff figured out, everybody else does too. If I'm the one who has it figured out, you should figure it out yourself, MLSE, and anybody you bring in. Make the damn changes. Do it now. It's time. And hell, fire Ali and Bill now. The ship is rudderless. The Emperor has no clothes. Get them the hell out. I know they'll probably get to the rest of the season, but just get them out now. I don't care if they win the Canadian Championship or not. And if that loser, Ali, uses the Canadian Championship to back up himself and cover up the cracks, I'm tired. I'm absolutely tired, okay? I don't think he's that stupid, but I think he's that power hungry. But he's damn stupid too. He's made no signings of his own that are actually good. Everybody else that he signed, that is good, were found by Bez. I'm sure even Lareal was found by Bez and probably coveted at this point. Point being is make some changes. I know what changes we need to make. The door is shut. The season's over. The season is over. And I'll still talk about the rest of the games TFC has to play. Because that's my damn job. That's what this channel's about. I watch it so you don't have to at this point, okay? At this point, I watch it so you don't have to. And I think that's what a lot of people feel like. I watch it so you don't have to. You're welcome. But trust me, I know what changes we need to make. Everybody else does. Make them. That's all I'm going to say. This video was basically like, yeah, the season's over. We played like trash. Here's what changes I would make. I know it's not much about this game, but it was boring. We sucked. The season's over, and this was a confirmation of it. We all know that. So, yeah, why not talk about what changes we need to make? So if you didn't like that this wasn't really a review of this game, tough cookie. But if you watched, you knew it was boring. You knew we got our butts whipped. And you know that our season's over. It's time to talk about next year and the off season. Pretty much. And I did. So there you go. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you like it, like, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell all your friends. On Wednesday, I have a live stream watch along and RSR for the MLS All-Star Game. MLS versus Liga MX. I hope you enjoy that. That'll be fun. It'll be enjoyable. It's the first time that I've done a live stream MLS League related that I've actually been enjoyable. Yeah, that was funny. Also, check out my Patreon, $5, $10, or $20 a month. Anything's appreciated. Help support the channel. Link is in the description below. You'll be awesome if you do. Also, support by subscribing, liking, commenting, sharing, all of that. We need the growth. We're doing good. We just had a great stream. Let's hope this video does well. And I hope I made some sense. And by the way, MLSE, if you see this, listen to me. I know what the hell I'm talking about. Okay? I haven't missed a game in 3.5 years, all right? Since summer of 2017. I've watched every game since the summer of 2017, whether it was on replay or live. Even when I had prom, the 2 May games in 18 and 19, I still watched those on replay. I still talked about them, the 2019 one on this channel. Remember when I watched the highlights before I covered the Atlanta road game? This team I don't miss games. If I can help it, I don't miss games. Even when we're trash, okay? I know what I'm talking about. And by the way, if Toronto ever played a friendly against O'Fallon, speaking of that, I would coach O'Fallon's senior team or varsity team against y'all to show you I know exactly what the hell I'm talking about. By the way, even if I didn't coach, you wouldn't beat O'Fallon. That's how bad you are right now. Hey, Bet, come on down. I know you have some open time in your schedule at some point. Come on down. Bet. Let them play you. Panther Athletic Complex. Right across from my house. I'll figure out how to coach them. I'll be like, hey, can I coach them for just this game? Because I know exactly what they need to do to beat TFC. They're like, okay. That's how bad TFC are. They'd be losing to a high school team. The same high school I graduated from in 2019. You would lose to OTHS. Seriously. You're that bad right now. You are that bad right now. You would lose to OTHS. You're that bad right now. Horrible. I'm Ryan and I'm out. Peace. See you later.